Hey there, it's Mike Rowland over here with the Rowland Team Platinum Real Estate Professionals. Wanted to hop on really quick and just go over, just talk about 2021 plans are adjustments being made from last year. Wanted to go over some just tips that I'm taking into consideration, and just relaying it to you, and hopefully it might help in your work of life, your business, personal life, whatever. But just a couple things. 2020 is behind us now. For some, it was good. For most, it was shitty. 2020 was definitely one for the books. But yeah, I wanted to just talk about how we can build on 2020, or maybe even start over completely. Um, I know for me personally, a big thing for me in 2020. First off, I'm super proud of my team, the Roland team. We did 113 real estate transactions in 2020, which was incredible. My goal, and it was a lofty goal at that. I didn't even. I mean, when I said it, I was just kind of shoot for the stars, 100 transactions in a year, and we kind of smoked that, and we 113. So hopefully we're going to build upon that. I know we will because I got a bunch of rock star agents, but just take that into consideration and build on that. So for me, and this could be anything, any walk of life, really. I'm looking back and just tracking numbers. That's kind of lesson one from 2020 that I'm going to take over and work on in 2021. I'm going to track my numbers, and for me, from a granular level, it's basically what kind of leads are working out for the team, which are easier to convert, not so much easier, but which ones are just converting. I guess easier for us. So yeah, easier. But just overall, what's making us the most money overall? And once you can strip that away, you can start figuring out what to focus on. And again, it's related to real estate specifically. It's kind of easy, but for certain leads to be lowest hanging fruit, we're just going to double down on that. But that could be on anything. If you analyze your day and you write down and you compartmentalize your day, and you realize it's called the Pareto Principle. It's the 80-20 principle, basically, where 80% of the stuff you do is basically like it's almost a waste of time. There's 20% of your action that yields actually 80% of your production. And it's like that. It's been across, they've done studies, but that's usually what it shows. So if you really look at it, 80% of your time is just wasted. So if you're not tracking and you don't know your numbers, it's really hard to figure out what you're doing that's actually, that makes progress, or whatever you're trying to do makes money, gets you healthier, gets your mind right, whatever. And the other 80 is just 80% of your, it's just pissing it away. So if you write down what you're doing and then really analyze it and track it, you could really become super efficient with your time. So that's something that I'm looking to do. Just really diving into my numbers, seeing how much, by the to the T, to where you can figure out how much on average every time you pick up the phone, even if they scream F you, doesn't matter, because on the average, every time you pick up that phone, it's what, $7.57. But your numbers, it's a lot easier to make that phone call. If you don't know your numbers, you're kind of just you're kind of looking around and you're kind of blind. It's difficult to manage. It's certainly difficult to scale your business. So yeah, track your numbers in life and business and everything. Know your numbers, track them, and then improve and double down on what's working. The stuff that's not working, get rid of it. Or if you got time, figure it out. But mainly, again, figure out your priorities and focus on them. For me, it's a thing I'm doing in 2021. I actually got a coach, which is interesting. I never really had a business coach. I've had plenty of sports coaches in my life, and obviously that was greatly beneficial. The cool thing about a coach and the understanding of what a coach provides is, wherever the trajectory is of where you're going in your business, you'll ultimately probably get there anyways. But maybe without a coach, it'll take you 10, maybe 15, 20 years. With a coach, success leaves clues, and a coach will show you how to get there in a shorter span of time. The quickest arrival time between A and B is a straight line. And so instead of just doing this, like we'll do sometimes without guidance or mentorship, you kind of get lost, you crash and burn a lot, you strike out on things that didn't work. A coach has been there before, so they can kind of write you and tell you where to go and figure that out. So I'm super excited about that. Everything that I learn, obviously, I will be teaching my team as well. They're already pretty smart, but I mean, everyone can learn something. But yeah, so I'm super excited about that. Going to be humbling because it's completely different from what I'm used to doing. I've been fortunate and blessed to have an amazing team to where they're going to be handling a lot more responsibilities that used to fall on my plate. And now I have more time because they're doing such a wonderful job to focus on other things that's going to hopefully catapult us into real estate. I don't know, superstar, not really superstar, but just overall phenomenal business. That's my goal at least. And then, yeah, third would be, I guess just kind of going back on knowing your numbers, just strategies, figuring out what works, what didn't work for me. Stuff's been working that I've been doing. Team's pretty much trained up on it, crushing it now. So I'm shifting into a different area. So super uncomfortable at first, but You just kind of got to get used to it, and eventually it becomes comfortable after routine. Keep doing it over and over again. But a lot of people, they get good at something and then they just focus on that, and they become masters at it, which is great. But eventually, you can't build out, you can't learn, you can't just become, I guess, better versions or more creative versions or just whatever, unless you branch out. So I mean, there's nothing wrong with just staying in your lane and just continuing to just be perfect at it. But for me, maybe it's just because I just have OCD. I don't know. I can't sit still. But I don't know. I want to just make this as big as possible. This team and this real estate thing that we're doing. So I'm going to be shifting gears, going into something completely different. I used to work primarily with like buyers. Now, pretty much, I mean, still work with buyers, of course, family, friends, and like that. But going after sellers is going to be a dominant listing agent. So it takes a while to get that up and running. And it's like, that's the beautiful thing about real estate. There's so many different things that you can get caught up with. And don't get me wrong, I sell it. I mean, I list houses all the time, but I mean, I want that to be my thing. That's all I want to focus on. I want to spend hours and hours on it a day until I can master that. And then maybe in a couple of years, 10, 15, whatever, I'll figure something else out. But yeah, I want to just touch upon things that, I'm doing this year, goals, strategies, and just kind of start a dialogue. But I just am curious what you guys are doing out there that you're looking to make a switch. Are you looking to build off of last year? Are you going to completely reinvent yourself? I'm interested to hear your guys' conversations and your opinions below. But yeah, I hope you guys are off to a wonderful 2021. I know it's been kind of weird already with what's going on, but hopefully we can put 2020 behind us officially. I know everyone's eager to get past that year, and hopefully we can begin our lives back to semi-normalcy here in a little bit. But I hope everyone's doing wonderful. I wish you all a happy new year, and I will see you out there. All right, bye.